States should require welfare recipients and recipients of other public assistance to have drug testing. Drug testing for individuals receiving welfare or other forms of public assistance is a hot topic for current events. Some people state the money could be better spent, and others say the opposite. Some people say it infringes on people's rights. Many people that apply for jobs have to test negative for drugs to get the job. And if they're periodically tested at their current employment, they have to keep testing negative, or they may face losing that job. To me, this is no different for welfare recipients. They should be tested for drugs. This is their main source of income or a good portion thereof. If they have money to waste on illicit drugs, then they obviously don't need our tax dollars paying their way in life. Statistics from Substance Abuse Research Program, www.saprp.org, and the University of Michigan say that 20% of individuals on public assistance have stated they have used some illicit drugs during the year. These statistics also show that most of the people using drugs are female. The studies show that many individuals using illicit drugs have lower educations, lower job skills, lack of transportation, or general anxiety disorders. If you go to the websites for many major employers, such as Murdoch's, Menards, McDonald's, Burger King, Arby's, all the mines in Wyoming, and many, many other facilities, require drug testing from people applying for positions. They also require, as we've stated previously, periodic drug testing. You may be handling heavy equipment, you may be driving, you may be handling hot oil in the fryer, and they want to make sure that your employees are not using drugs. If people that work and pay taxes and pay for these public assistance recipients to receive benefits, is it not fair that these recipients be required to do so? Many people on benefits have long term, and it's ridiculous to require taxpayers to foot the bill for drug users. Also, for short-term individuals, they'll most likely be drug tested going back into their workforce, as seen by various websites for employment. Why should we put different standards on them than we have to hold ourselves to? According to the National Conference of State Legislation, there are currently 22 states that have introduced or have carried over bills from the end of last year for drug testing for recipients of public assistance, just in this portion of 2014. And so far, states like Florida, Kansas, Mississippi, Utah, and Michigan have all passed laws for drug testing of welfare recipients. The ACLU argues that states do not have the right to single out the poor. They say that states like Florida haven't saved much money doing drug testing. They say that you hurt the children of illicit drug users by having mandatory drug testing. Maybe this isn't about actually saving money. Maybe the issue is that citizens work hard. We pay our taxes, we pay our bills, and we're tired of seeing people get a free ride. Maybe we're tired of working one or two jobs and seeing people on welfare driving better vehicles than we are. Getting free medical coverage and not having a dime to pay their bills, and get later and later. And as you get later in your bills, eventually they go for judgment and they just take the money anyway. They see people on public assistance their entire lives. I personally know of individuals that are on public assistance for social anxiety disorder. To me, this is a joke. If you just talk to them and see how outgoing they are, they have no issues with social anxiety. They get free rent, free utilities, medical coverage, transportation, food stamps, welfare. They get assistance from food banks all over town. They have enough cash to go out to eat at Dory Lou's, make sure they always have smokes in their pocket, and have no bills to worry about. That is what people are tired of seeing. I personally know that these individuals also smoke pot. Why is it that they have the right to not be drug tested and receive all the fruit of our labor? This isn't fair to the general population. Welfare recipients should be tested for use of illicit drugs.